Hey. There we go. I'm going to tag you right now. Hey, guys. Hi, everyone. My level of excitement is just ridiculous right now. This is the first live of the year. You see it all tea. You get
Egg,
all tea.
exciting. I'm happy. I am your first live of the year. So
You
this
are my first live of the year. The level of excitement.
I know, I know.
Okay, so I just tagged you. If you can so kindly go accept.
I know, I know. Oh,
Okay,
I'm
so
not
I
echoing.
just
Uh,
Hey guys, come on in. Welcome to the virtual healing room. Listen, you about to see all teeth, hands, shoulders. Because my level of excitement for one, being back. It's
yes.
been almost a month. Okay. You would think it's been
Was
a
you having
year.
withdrawals?
I love it. It's been a little bit. Okay. I've been having withdrawals. I've been excited about this conversation. I'm
Yes.
excited about this year. I'm so empowered about this year. There's about to be some amazing things going on. There are amazing things going on. So I'm so excited. Excited to like pull up with you again.
Yes, yes. I am honored to be back on your podcast. So
Yes, I'm so excited. So I tagged you. I You haven't accepted it yet, ma'am. Sure didn't. It ain't on your page yet. We need your people to come on in. They've been waiting on you.
oh, here it go. It just bing,
Got it?
bam. There we go.
Got it. Okay, cool. I see it.
I think I'm on there.
Hey guys, come on in the room. Y'all know we got to do all the logistics. So come on in. Come on in. Let us know that you're here. Let us know you can hear us. You can feel us. I know you feel the energy. You know, once me and Cherish get together, you already know.
Oh
It's
yeah.
gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. Listen, welcome to the virtual healing room. This is it. This is, I love to say this all the time, and I will continue to say it. This is free therapy. There's no reason why you ain't here. You ain't paying for it, and we giving you all of the jewels. So welcome, welcome, welcome to You're Not Crazy. You're just dealing with a narcissist. This is gonna be fun, Cherish.
Whew. Honey.
I don't know, man. You think they ready? You think they ready? Y'all ready for this
I don't think they're ready.
conversation? Welcome to the room, guys. Hey, Toya. Toya says, I'm excited. Toya, you must know some narcissists. Listen, they come in, they got questions. Okay. Welcome to the room. Happy New Year, everybody. Listen, please like, please love, please share, and tag somebody in this room. I need you to tag people too, because you know what, Cherry? This is what I realized last year. I'm doing a lot of reflection. Okay. They stingy with this material. They be coming and it's just for them. You know what I mean? They not sharing. They ain't tagging nobody. They may share, but they ain't tagging nobody. They
All
want this
right.
all for them. I need y'all to bring other people into the room, into
Yeah.
this conversation. This ain't just for you, okay? I know you love us, but they gonna love us too. So share, tag, let people know that you're here, let people know what this conversation is about. It's going to be so fun. I will put some information in here. If you can go ahead and follow us on Instagram at Erika Genice, subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'll be putting all that down here. You'll get information on how to connect with the beautiful Cherish too here soon. So we're gonna give y'all all of the tea today. Thank you for tagging people. I see y'all. I see y'all tagging people. So I'll put my information in here if you want to follow us. And let's get straight into it. Welcome to, again, You're Not Crazy. You're just dealing with the narcissist. I am your host, Erika Genice. And you already know I have dope conversations with dope people. The purpose of this platform is to inspire and motivate people to improve the relationship with self. We do this by inviting prominent leaders in the spiritual field, mental health, financial, fitness, relationships, all of the above to this platform, really in hopes of having some of these closed door conversations to the forefront. And without further ado, We have us joining us again.
Again.
It's Cherish Torrence. She came through, you guys. She came to bless our platform again. Her and I collaborated last year on Road to Recovery, Addiction plus Mental Health, and how both of those really are not to be treated separately, but really together. It was a powerful conversation. If you missed that conversation, quite frankly, shame on you. I don't know what to do. Like, I'm mad at you for missing that conversation. However, it's on YouTube. So you can go check it out on our YouTube page, and you can check all the other lives out that we've done. Cherish is a psychiatric nurse practitioner working at the state mental health hospital in Wisconsin. She is currently enrolled in the DMP program to obtain her doctorate in nursing practice, and we could not be more proud of her. I remember when you were talking about this and the fact that you got accepted, your manifestation. I feel like you talked about it on my live and then you posted about it.
Yes.
When I tell you my heart is so happy for you, I'm so proud of you. And I mean that so authentically. And I know that your family and friends share the same sentiment. So I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. And welcome back. All right, guys, you already know I can't forget about y'all, our dope audience members. Listen, you know how this goes. Let us know what city you're tuning in from. You got some congratulations in here. Go, Queen. Congratulations. Let's go. I love it. They showing up today. Let us know what city you're tuning in from. And I want you to put in the chat a shaking your head emoji if you feel like you have ever been in contact with a narcissist. Now, maybe you don't know exactly what it is. I think we all have had our own definitions, and Cherish will graciously give us the real definition. However, let us know if you have ever been in contact with a narcissist. And I'm talking about possibly an ex, a mom, a brother, a father, a cousin, a business partner. Damn it, it could be you. Cherish, it could be you. You could
have some traits.
It could be you. We don't know. Okay, we got some shaking some heads. Some people said that. Oh, Lord. We got some people in here from Milwaukee. Shout out to our hometown. We have Little Rock, Arkansas, Oakland, Tennessee, St. Charles. Hey, guys. Listen, somebody said, Jesus, yes. Okay, let's get into it. So apparently, some people have come into contact with a narcissist.
Yes.
So Cherish, let's I already start my lives out with a quote. I had about 10 quotes, and because for the sake of time, okay, I couldn't say all 10 of them. So I'm gonna give you the one that I felt like hit me the absolute most. Okay. A narcissist is someone who demands you give up everything in order to be their nothing.
That's true.
Can I drop that one more time? Because this one almost had me fall off the chair when I read it. A narcissist is someone who demands you give up everything in order to be their nothing.
That is true.
What does that mean to you?
A narcissist is, they want full control. But no matter what you do, even when you give them the full control, you're never going to be happy. You're never going to satisfy their need. You're never going to be their number one. You're never going to be the love of their life. You're just never going to be that, because they literally always have an endless supply of you or anyone like you. And it doesn't even go for relationships. It goes for family too, coworkers, friends. It just, in general, they're always going to have a replacement, always. Always.
So what is a narcissist, Cherish? Let's just get straight into this. What is the clinical definition of a narcissist? Now, I think sometimes we like to think that just because you're a jerk, right? You're being an asshole, right?
A narcissist, yeah.
That makes you a narcissist. And I think that you and I will both agree that that could be a starting trait, but that's not necessarily the definition. So what is the definition of a narcissist?
Well, actual narcissist is just a personality trait. The word narcissist itself is just a personality trait, to where you might see some symptoms of what a real narcissistic person is, but it's not all the time. It's not constant. It's not who they are. You might have a boyfriend or auntie or whoever that's manipulative. Oh, you're a narcissist. Okay, that's one part of what a narcissistic personality disorder is, but it's not all the time. So that's just a trait. But when you really get down to it, narcissistic personality disorder, now that right there, that's actual diagnosis. That's a mental illness. That's something you have to be diagnosed with and meet criteria for. And these are the people that you're going to see those symptoms all the time. This is who they are. They thrive. They want money. They want power. They want control. The biggest thing with them is they lack empathy. These are people you do not want to tell them your exciting news for the day, because I'm going to tell you this, they don't care. They don't care. They're going to listen to it. They're going to say, oh, congratulations. And they're going to move on with the day. They're never going to bring it back up. These are people that you need to, tell anybody else but them, make them your last person to tell, because they don't have any empathy. They don't care if you're crying. They're going to make you feel bad for crying.
Wow.
They have this world, they fantasize. They have this world where they may seem on the outside to be this perfect person. And really they're imperfect. They lack self-esteem. The biggest part of them is they don't feel like, they know that they're not this person that they portray to be. And they have that lack of self-esteem. And so everything that they push out is almost like armor. It's like a hard surface.
Yeah. Can you be a narcissist but not be actually like diagnosed with the disorder? Or does both of those kind of go hand in hand?
Well, you can have traits, but to be diagnosed, you have to meet 5 of the 9 criteria. And
what's so that? Can you give us that?
Yeah, it's very rare to have all 5 traits at once. Some people you're going to see, okay, yeah, you have this grandiose idea of yourself. Okay, yeah, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Some you're going to see the manipulation. Oh, okay, but to have 5 of the 9, that's most likely, that's 9 times out of 10 a narcissistic personality disorder, and they need to go see a therapist for. With them, of the 5 to 9, 1, like I said before, lack of empathy. Okay. They have a sense of wanting to be in control. They have where they get fixated on things such as like money, power. They have these fantasies of wanting to be more than what they are. So it's like if you have a guy that, never graduated high school, and he says, oh, yeah, I'm going to be a doctor. And I know I'm going to be a doctor. And he's convincing you that he's taking these steps to be a doctor. Like, that's his world. But in your mind that, hey, you never graduated high school, so shouldn't you start there? Like, how are you going to college if you never graduated high school? But that's what they want you to see. That's how they want you to perceive things. They're always talking about that. They usually have their egos. They think that some of them think they're higher than God. They think that you guys are beneath me. No one is better than me. I'm better than everyone. Your friends are stupid, or I'm smarter than you. They have this idea of that you, they always want like admiration. They want to be praised. That's another big thing. They're always going to be the ones on Facebook saying something about, oh, today I did some self-reflecting, even though they didn't. I did some self-reflecting and I learned this about myself. And then all that praise, oh, congratulations, da, da, da. They feel that that's how they thrive. They love that attention because that's what they want. That's what they feel that they need to keep going. It's fueled by that.
Yeah. What, so from my research, and correct me if I'm wrong, but from my research, I feel like narcissistic people, they're not necessarily born that way. They are created. Can we dive deeper into that? Do you agree with that? And if they are created, like where does this sort of personality come from?
Ooh, like everything else, childhood.
Ding, 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 ding. Literally everything we talk about. Every live. This is what my 18th live. Every live, every conversation. None of this stuff starts as an adult. Everything is childhood made. So let's get into it.
It's hard to really say. If you look at the studies, if you talk to like different therapists and psychiatrists and stuff, it's hard to really say, but they do think from childhood. These are the kids the babies that come out that's just screaming and yelling and versus the calm babies that come out. But the babies that come out screaming and yelling are the ones where they always do stuff to get attention. The ones that are like, look at me, look at me, look at me. And they say it's just because they want that attention. And typically it'd be because they're lacking something within the home. You're right, Jenny, to put nurture. They're lacking that within the home. Now, that could also cause, it could be a good thing and a bad thing though, too, because they also you could be that parent that say, oh, you're prettier than all the other girls. You're not thinking you're doing anything wrong, but you're telling them that they're prettier than everyone else. Instead of saying you're beautiful. So now in their mind, as they get older, I'm prettier than you. I'm prettier than you. I'm better than you. I'm this and that. And we're not thinking as parents, we're just thinking, oh, you're prettier than that girl. But that's how, children are. And that's how you kind of grow. And that's how you start to have these like traits. Also too, like, or the child where they have like good, or a child that's trying to get the attention or doing bad things to get attention. You got that parent that's like, why can't you be like your brothers and sisters? Why are you like this? And that child feels like neglected. They're not getting that nurturing and that feel that they need. And so then they go off and have all these other traits to where they need to feel validated and stuff like that. Studies also show that it could be genetics, where you might, if you look at someone who is narcissistic, most likely they probably had like either a grandfather or father or somebody down the line that had all these traits that you see within one person. And sometimes it stems from that. So it's a combination of both. We really don't know exactly set in stone, but they have studies out there where they're studying children who are going through all these different things. And then now it's slow because you got to wait from their childhood to where you actually see it at young adulthood. But we're thinking it starts from the home. And typically you see it in males. Now, okay, guys, I know y'all on here like everything is about a man. The man do this, man that, the man do that. Is you see it more in males. However, women have been diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder too. So ladies, we are not, it's not just the men, it's us too. It's definitely us too. And it's usually stem from the mother, having a lack of bond with someone's mother as a child. So it's both, but more so in men.
I need more tea.
Women, we get it too.
So finally someone said
yes. I know a friend, and definitely, I can say his ex definitely should be diagnosed narcissistic personality disorder.
So when I tell you that when I was researching this and looking through the list and the traits, I was like, it was almost painful because I know someone close to me that I was like, ooh.
They're very,
is this you?
Very manipulative. They will isolate you. They will have you thinking that the sky is green, and everybody like, girl, that sky is blue. Nope, it's green. And they will have you thinking that. But then here's the thing: you think that's what you think because they have you in this space where you think, okay, I'm doing what he wants me to do, or I'm doing what she wants me to do, I'm doing what they want me to do, and really, they don't like that. They don't like you. No, they don't. You are just a object to them. You're a piece in a puzzle. You're just a piece. They only deal with you because you do something for them that they need. And the moment you call them on their crap, it's over.
Yeah. Let's dive deeper into the traits, right? I think we need to give people like some practical traits where they can say, okay, check. Is this me? Is this somebody around me? Is this a coworker? Is this a mom? I'm not quite sure. Let's talk about concrete sort of traits that a narcissist absolutely will have.
Again, they're not all going to be the same.
Okay.
But the biggest thing is, like I said earlier, the lack of empathy.
Okay.
Meaning, like, if you're crying in front of them, what are you crying for? You should cry. And then they'll start talking about, well, I don't do that. Why do you do that? I don't do that. You need to think differently. And it make you feel like crap.
Yeah.
About it. There is traits where they'll gaslight you. So you can catch somebody in the act. You can see it in the phone. You can Google it on Google, and you can confront them. And you know what they're going to say? Really? You looked on Google? Wow, you have low self-esteem. Wow, you this, you do that. They will distract you and talk about something totally different. And then they'll start arguing with you about something else. They'll gaslight you. They're heavy on the gaslight.
Okay.
Another thing too, you'll see that when you confront them about something, they blow up.
Okay.
They blow up. They will, because that's their guard. They'll blow up and start, just because it's an intimidation thing for you. They want you to shut up about it. And they want you to feel bad about it. They will make you will feel empathetic for them, and you'll feel guilty for something that you shouldn't feel guilty for. But that's how they trained you to be. Their thing is to get into your mind. They want to control your mind. They don't like anyone. They want you to look at them like you would look at God. I'll go there. Yeah. They do. To where I am better than anything you've ever had. And they will make you feel that way. They'll only talk about themselves. You'll see, like, if you talk to someone and they're only talking about what they're doing, and they really emphasize on what they're doing, that is something that's grand. Oh, I got this promotion at work, or oh, I'm about to be a part of this organization, and and it's always something, always. And they're always
something big. Is it small things, or is it always something just grand? Everything's big.
Grand. It's grand. Oh, I got to meet this person. But sometimes it be made up things.
Yeah.
So almost as if you think they're delusional, but they're not. Like, this is their own thing. Almost similar to like a delusion, where they will make up things sometimes, or they will like, say, example, you're at work, your boss says, oh, okay, you did a good job today. Great job. How they present it to you would be, yeah, my boss said I'm going to get a raise and I'm going to get this extra money. And then, so they overdo it.
Yeah.
Being what it is.
Wow. Any other traits we should be looking out for?
Oh man, there's so many. It's everywhere. So, where can I go? They don't have patience at all. None.
No patience.
No patience. There's no patience. They're quick to cut everything off. Like, nope, I don't want to deal with that. When it comes to even like they don't feel like how we may feel, how our emotions and stuff. They're going to pretend that their life is great. Everything is great. My life is perfect. I don't have those problems. I'm not insecure. No, you're insecure. They will put everything back on you. So the one thing you never want to do is, you never want to confront them, because you will never win. They will never be apologetic. They will never be sympathetic. They won't do that. They'll do it for a little bit because it's like a game to them. They want to get you to believe in them. So they have to do everything that they want you to do. But then once you find out, or when you start to fall for them, that's when they pull away. So here's the things what a narcissistic person will do. They'll come in and what they want is, they want to know everything about you. They want to know, you get that person that comes in. Not saying everybody's like this. Some people are genuine, but most narcissistic NPD people, I'll say it's called NPD. That's the short term for it, narcissistic personality disorder. I'll say NPD. Yeah. What they'll do is they'll come in, they'll say they love you. Throw that love bomb out there real quick. I love you. You're
what's real quick?
Wait,
time out.
What's I love you. You are it. You are my everything. You are the person I want to be with forever. Okay. And so us as, the woman or the man, we're thinking like, whoa, like this is real. Wow. And then they show it with actions. Everything now is, you got to show with action. You talk, show with action. So they showing it with action. And so then you're doing that and you're like, okay. And then we're like, okay, everything's going good. And once they know they got you, that's when they start to pull away. The second phase. They'll pull away. So you're like, now you're coming after them. Like, okay, why are you pulling away? Like, what did I do? And now you're thinking in your mind, what did I do? Like, what's going on? Like, that's weird. So you know what you do? You're climbing that ladder. You're trying to go more and more and more and do more and more and more. And then you realize that then after that, it's not enough. And then now it goes from y'all kicking it every day. Yeah. Every day. He's consistent to not being consistent. And now you're chasing him because that's what he wants. He wants you, or him or her to want you to chase them. Yeah. And some people do. And then in the end, nothing that you do is right. Nothing. Everything is wrong.
Oh Lord.
It's a lot.
Oh my God.
It's a lot. They will break you down because they are in their deep down to their core. they have low self-esteem. So when you get someone that's always saying that, oh, you got low self-esteem, or, or trying to make it seem like you're the crazy one and stuff like that, typically that's them. They're not looking into their inner self.
Yeah. Is this behavior intentional?
Some say it is, some say it's not. Sometimes I think it's more so that's just who they are. That's their natural self. Just like I'm naturally talking to you and laughing, my natural self. That's who they are, because they built it to where it's like their armor. They will never apologize. Their armor. They feel they're always right. They will never be wrong.
Jesus Christ. It almost, when of course researching this topic and just kind of having conversation with you as we were texting and just kind of talking to some of my other friends about this conversation, it really makes me kind of sad for them. Like, this isn't it isn't as this person's a jerk and this person's just a bitch, right? Like, they have really low self-esteem. These people are really struggling with their identity. Like, this isn't this is really serious. It's kind of scary to feel like you may have been in a relationship with this person, or this person could be your parent.
They can get
this
very
it's deep. It really is.
See, we on the outside see it. This is their world. They think there's nothing wrong with them. There's you. They think that the world is different. They think that they're the different one and the world is crazy, and that they're not crazy. And the only people that know them is the people that are like them. So they're gonna break you down. They can get aggressive. They really can. They can get very aggressive, and that's how they put their control, because they know typically, somebody like, you get real little real quick. And that's just how they go about doing things.
Unbelievable. So when does normal kind of like self-love, I love myself, I feel good about myself, I'm have this really big like self-confidence in myself because I've been healing, I've been in therapy, whatever it may be, like this self-love, self-confidence, when does that like cross over to grandiosity? Like, when does it kind of cross that line of you're not just like in love with yourself because you've done the right things, like you super extra and it's not healthy? Like, when does that cross over to where it's kind of like, this is beyond self-love? Or have you seen that before?
Yeah.
Or is that a narcissist?
Yeah. It kind of goes into, self-love is where you're able to recognize like your flaws. You're able to appreciate things. You're able to have healthy relationships. When you start to get that grandiose type of thing, that means that you're trying to be better than everyone else. You think that that's not self-love. It kind of goes into being like a narcissist, basically. It goes into that, because the person who has self-love, they don't need admiration for it. They don't need praise for it.
Yeah.
The person who's narcissistic have those grandiose ideas. They want the praise. And that's when you know that that's the difference between the two. They're not looking at it as, hey, this is a learned thing for me and I'm working on myself. No, because they think they're perfect already. There's nothing wrong with them. Everyone else needs to work on them and get their minds together to think like how they think.
As everybody else.
Grandiose, you're thinking big. You're thinking bigger than everything. You're thinking extravagant, luxury. When you have that self-love, you're more of like a humble person. You're learning. I know my flaws. I know this. You ask a narcissistic person, a person who has NPD, what are your flaws? None. I have none.
I remember somebody told me that I was dating someone, and this was kind of like in the stage of like self-development and healing and all these things. And one of my questions was like, what's one of your flaws, or what's some of your flaws, right? Because we all have them, and I'm able to spit them out like, let's get it.
Yep.
Right. And they were like, nothing. And shame on you for asking me that. I was like, ooh, that's a problem. You don't have no flaws? None?
Nope, they're perfect. You the crazy one. Why are you asking me if I had a flaw?
Why would you even ask me that? What are you talking about?
They would be appalled. Like, excuse you? No, nothing. But besides being me, well, no, there's no flaw.
Oh my God. Oh,
And now these are like, it's different extremes to it too. You got the ones that have this grandiose, but then you also have the other part of NPD where you have the ones that feel like they need more reassurance. Those are the ones that really are, really just feel like lacking. Like they still have the personality, they still have the traits of someone who's grand and the traits of an NPD, but they also have those traits where they need more validation and stuff like that than others. They feel like, oh, I'm not good enough, so they need that type of love. So there's two parts to it, really: the higher level and it's the lower level. It's
What would a narcissistic parent look like? Like, what would that look like?
Wow. All right.
What would it look like? Because I think some of these parents are nuts, but they could just be nuts because they're nuts. But like, what does that look like? Like a narcissistic parent, how are we pointing this person out? And it could be your parents too, by the way. Anybody on this live? So get ready. Because that was one of the questions that someone sent me in my inbox to ask you during this live. Like, I think my parents are narcissists. My mom's pretty nuts and she's extra. However, what does that look like? Give it to us.
All right. So one thing you'll see is that a person who has NPD, they only are really there for their children when they have achievements. So when a child has some type of achievement, because they want to like, oh, this is like my child, blah, blah, blah. But after that, no real connection. They don't really have a connection to them. They use them for what they kind of need them for. So for example, if a child comes, hey, Dad, I want to talk to you about this. They're going to be, if they don't want to deal with it right then there, they're not going to deal with it. But when they need them to do something, that's when they're going to interact with them, because their mind is always thinking bigger and better and not thinking about that child. They tend to favor one child over the other, to where they're treating one child better than other kids. These are the men or women where they're okay with not seeing their child for periods of a time and say, oh, well, because their parent, the father or the mother won't let me see them. Oh, well, like they don't be bothered. They will always put what they have going on first before the child. So for example, one would be like, okay, say if, they love to play the person who's diagnosed with NPD or who is narcissistic. They say, okay, they like to play basketball every weekend. So when they get that child, what they're going to do, play basketball every weekend, even though that child does not like playing basketball. We're still going to do it because I want to do it.
Wow. It's about them and how to make them. It's all about how to boost and make them. You're making them strength. Yeah, you're
They and then you also see the parent where they don't, like, if their child come crying, they don't acknowledge that crying. They be like, stop crying. What are you crying for? You don't need to cry.
That's when that lack of empathy kicks in. So there's no age to this. It could be a child 1 year old versus a child that's 18. The lack of empathy is just what it is.
No, because a person who's diagnosed who has NPD, because they're so impulsive, typically you see them have multiple children with multiple people. And usually what they found was, like within men, is they found that when there are women that they have the child with, typically there are women that's their first child ever.
Yeah.
So they kind of like, okay, yep, you got pregnant, you deal with the child now.
Wow.
They keep going. Like it's a cycle. They have short relationships, so they just keep going. And so they have a short relationship with their own children as well. They expect their children, they'll do things like they'll expect their children to take care of them when they're older. So they'll throw things out there like, well, I took care of you, I fed you, I clothed you, now it's your turn.
Oh,
now you need to take care of me. Because what is it about? It's about them.
Everything's about them.
It's about them. So there's a question out there. Can a narcissistic person who's diagnosed with NPD, can they love? And that's the question. Can they? Some people say they can. If you look at some people's podcasts that they'll say, oh, I do. But they're always going to come first. They're always going to put themselves first.
Yeah. No matter what.
No matter what.
Wow. The comments, kids are not your retirement plan. We have some wows. Wow. It's levels to this. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, these are the parents that'll blame a child. Oh, I can't, do this because of you. I can't be this, I can't go out and do my music and travel because of you. Yeah. Because these are these type of parents. Yeah. And ultimately what you're doing is you're creating more children that maybe have the personality of you. So it's just a continuous cycle.
So what would a narcissistic mate look like? Let's talk about the earlier stages. If you are dating someone and you're thinking maybe they have some traits, like let's go through the whole dating from the moment that you meet a narcissist to say maybe 3 years later. Like, what does that, let's talk about that breakdown. So just in case, like, when listen, I'm single, and so I don't know, all this is very new to me as far as narcissists and like the breakdown. I didn't realize how complicated it is, but it's super complicated, and we need to be looking for these signs, especially if you out here dating. And my prayers for you if you are married to this person, because apparently your life is hell. This is what I hear. Dr. Ramadi talks about it all the time. Like, this is not a good relationship, by the way. So what does that look like? Earlier stages, dating, let's say we're in at day 5. What does that look like?
Oh, okay. Day 5. Oh, this person is perfect. You're telling your friends you're feeling good. You feel like you are the queen. You're feeling like this is what I've been wanting. Because, like, again, what they want to do is they want to get in your mind. So they're going to ask you all those questions that most men or women don't ask. They're going to talk about, to get you to be vulnerable. They want you to open up. And there's a reason for that. And I'll tell you why, and going down, this 3-year thing, but they want you to be vulnerable. So you feel like they're hearing me. They'll listen to you. Y'all laugh. Y'all have, he'll be everything that you want. Him or her will be whatever you want them to be. And that's what they're going to be. You're going to feel like this is it. This is my forever.
Oh my God. Why is it? That just hit me. And keep going. Sorry. Yeah. That just hit me in a different way.
Yeah. You're going to feel like, man, I don't got to be out here dating no more, because Lord knows everyone says dating is horrible.
Girl, and then you run across a narcissist. Damn, it's rough out here.
So as time go on, like I said, you're doing everything. Everything is flowing, and then it's like a switch. So when you're dealing with someone who has NPD, just know your relationship is going to be like this. You can never know what they're thinking. I mean, we can't think what's in somebody's mind now, but you can kind of figure it out. Never. Not with a person who has NPD. They're forever changing. They want more. They're always going to want more. So you can be the woman that or the man that takes, the person on trips or whatever, and think you're doing all these things. Not enough.
Oh my God.
Like you're going into an empty cup and it's still empty. You're still going and it's still empty. It's empty.
Are these people, I don't know, this just came to mind, but like, are these people habitual cheaters then? Because I would think that like one mate would not satisfy them enough. It's not good enough for their ego.
You might get someone who, have a core like person that they call like a relationship or whatever. Yeah. But then you might have their enablers. That's what they're called. The other people that are there. So you might get they might have the other women, or they have the other men, and that kind of like adds to their ego. So when you're not doing it, someone else is adding to it. But what happens is that over time, they get tired of, especially if like you're confronting them, or they see that they don't have that control or power with you anymore, they will then get rid of you and add on to their other stuff. So they'll always have a supply. So then they'll get rid of you. And that's when they get distant. That's when they get aggressive. That's when they're not coming home at night. That's when they're arguing with you nonstop. That's when they're blaming you for everything. That's when things aren't making sense anymore. And when you confront them, it's like, no, it's you. So now you're in this state where they already alienated you from your family and from your friends. And you try to reach out to them, they didn't already put that seed in your family and friends, because that's what they're doing in the beginning stages. They're setting themselves up to take you down. Simple put, listen to me, people. They're setting you up. They're setting everything up, putting everything in play to take you down, to break you, because that's what they want. They want power to break you. So you feel like you are less than them. You know you're not, but you feel like that. And most people who have NPD, they are going to go for the successful men and women, because they love the feeling that they get for someone who's successful like you. And they know that they're not as successful as you, but they're going to put up that front that they are. And so what they're going to do is they want to break you down, because it's fun for them. I get to break you down because they feel like shit. So as time goes on, because they alienate you and put the pieces all in place, so when you reach out to your family, he would never do that. She would never do that. We love him or her.
Oh, wait.
And so now you're looking like, dang, is it me? And so now you're going into you like, wow, is it me? Now, mind you, y'all like a year in. Don't have a child with them. Her, or she get pregnant, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But like literally, like that's when you're really deep in it, because now you're thinking like it's me. So then once you start doing things that piss them off, they'll start attacking everything that you told them in the beginning.
Yeah.
They're throwing it back in your face. Any insecurity you have, they will throw it at you. Why do you look like that? Like, you need to, you're going anywhere with me dressed like that. Why are you dressed like that? They start, and you're like, wait, who are you? Where was the person that I met that you said I was beautiful? I don't like that though. I don't like.
So are they control freaks as well?
Oh yeah, that's how they thrive.
Oh my God.
They thrive by being in control. When they lose control, that's when you see them really react. That's when they don't want you anymore. They want someone that they can control. Again, if the sky is green and I say it's green, you better be saying that it's green too. And no one can convince you that it's not green, even though everybody knows the sky is not green. And if it is, green, so it's all like a game to them. But then what happens is, say when you fed up, you're done. Now y'all at the end where it's like, okay, I can't take this anymore. You're crying every day. You're just stressed out. And you're just like, you feel like crap. You're like, I'm done. And you say, you try to pull away. They're going to cry. It's not real tears. They're going to make you feel, again, they're going to make you feel guilty for something you don't need to be guilty of, because they already have your mind to make you feel that way. So when you say no to them, or when you break away from them, that's when they're going to try hard to get you back, but they're going to pretend like everything's fine and don't go and cry. Why are you doing this to me? And yada, yada, I'm not doing anything. It's you. You need to get therapy, blah, blah, blah. And then you think it. And so you take them back. They'll love on you a little bit, all the things they used to do again. And then once they got you again, it's the same thing. That's why it's that up and down motion.
Yeah, it's a roller coaster. That's exhausting. By the way,
it's exhausting.
It's like exhausting. Hearing you, like, oh my God. If anyone on this live has ever researched a narcissist, I recommend you go check out Dr. Ramadi. She's absolutely incredible. She's a clinical psychologist. I introduced her to Cherish. She's incredible. This is what she does. She has books about. She specializes.
I think what's her podcast? Navigating
narcissism.
Yeah.
So podcast Navigating Narcissism. She's absolutely amazing. Before I even said that we were going to do this conversation, I had already been researching her and following her. Like, she gives amazing relationship advice. She's just incredible. And she often says things like, you will never win with a narcissist.
Never.
You will never win. Stop trying to argue with them. If they say the sky is green, damn it, the sky is green. Move on. Okay? Like, these are people who their reality is skewed, that they live in their own world, and there's no, she was like, don't even argue with them. Stop. You'll never, ever, ever. It's just such a draining person that I almost feel like you need therapy in itself to deal with it. Like, I couldn't imagine if my mom was a narcissist, which she isn't, or my dad, but like, and I gotta be in relationship with you. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. It's too much. It's exhausting.
But even then, when you don't argue with them, you're not giving them the reaction that they want.
Yeah.
They want you to react. So they're going to do something. You're going to eventually react.
Yeah.
You're going to.
Yeah.
Like you can try the best you can, but when you're in it, and if y'all live together, you're going to pay attention to me, because I deserve that.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You're going to pay attention to me? Who are you not to pay attention to me? Me of all people. I am better than you. You are nothing. And they're going to get the reaction that they want.
Yeah.
The best bet is to run.
Fast.
Hit it, run, go, stay at somebody's house, whatever, and block.
Yeah.
Change the number and block. Don't try to reach out. Don't do anything. But even then, is it just on my end? Even then, like, that's hard to do, because now that I already got you, by the time you try to leave, you already have your mind of, what am I doing? Oh my God, I'm not going to find anyone else, because they already made you feel less than. They already made you feel like no one's going to want you but them. So then that's why people always go back. And that's why people spend years with people like this, years, until finally they had enough, and then they leave themselves, and they end up leaving. And, they learn from there. But even then, people who leave, they have to go through therapy and stuff like that because it makes you feel like crap. They make you feel like crap.
What would a narcissistic coworker look like? And I don't know if, it seems like these traits are the same. However, we're talking about in a maybe a corporate setting or a business setting, whatever. What does that look like? And will it look different if I'm not romantically dating this person? Like what does a narcissist look like as a coworker? Bam, boom. What it look like?
They don't take criticism. So they don't take criticism well. They're not the type of people where if you give them an evaluation, they will argue nail and tooth that that's not correct. They're like, no, that's not right. Why would you say that about me? That's not, no. They think that their ideas is over anybody else's ideas. So if you're in like a team meeting with them and they just think like they keep going back and forth, like, hey, no, this idea works because I said it this way. That's their mindset, that they are smarter than you. You can't give them feedback on anything because then they're going to rant about it and be upset about it and tell you about yourself. If they don't want to do something, they're not going to do it. If they think it's stupid, and I'm not going to do it because it's stupid. And they're like, well, no, and it cannot be stupid, but in their mind, it is stupid. And it's stupid because of this. So they want everyone to follow them. They want to be leaders by trade anyway. They want to lead. They want to be top tier, and they're not, if you're not CEO of some or whatever. But yeah, they don't take other people's advice on things. And if you do, they're always going to have a comeback as to why that's not right. Or their opinion on it. Oh, nope, because of this. Those are those coworkers. They're hard to deal with. There is no.
It's no teamwork.
No teamwork.
My way is the best way. Oh, I can work with some folks like that, Chad.
Unless you're part of their puzzle. If you're a part of their puzzle piece, they will work with you because you give me something that I need. It's not the fact that I believe in you or like what you do, but you do something for me, or you're hindering me from doing something I need to do. So I need to interact with you in some type of way.
Oh my God.
So whoever they're dealing with in that light is because they need something from that person to get to where they need to go.
Yeah. It's all about their benefit. It's all about their progression. It's them.
Another funny fact is most people who diagnosed with NPD, they're broke.
They broke?
Yeah, they broke. Because they're impulsive. Yes, most of them are.
No,
most of them are.
Me that you out here with this bad personality.
Most of them are. They found that most of them are, but there are people that have the money and then they throw the money. So there are people who have money, but most of them don't have any money.
What they doing?
They get the money from other people.
What they doing with their money though?
Because they're impulsive. They're impulsive spenders. They got poor money management because they're trying to be this lavish person. Try being a person that thinks that they're, let's say, I'll just throw it out there because it's controversial, Kanye West money. They think that that's what they have. They think they have like Kanye West money. So they're going to do Kanye West things. They're going to do these grand trips and they're not good with bills. They don't handle stuff like that because they're in their world. They have to have this lifestyle. Bills are in my lifestyle.
Image.
It's an image for them. They have to look a certain type of way. You cannot get them to go to like a game and they're not looking their top tier self. They're not going to go with like a hat to a game and just something nice on. No, they have to go and get the most expensive outfit there is. They have to look different. Nope, I'm not going. It's too last minute. I need to do this. I need to look this type of way. But then you get the ones that do have money.
Yeah.
And them are the ones that buy everything for you. But now because they buy everything for you, who are you to question me? I control this. Who are you to say they do that for a reason? They shoot it out and then they expect you to do things and you should because I'm the one that controls this. I give you money.
Control and manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord, I'm
scared. On the tangent. I had to throw that out there.
I'm glad. I'm scared. Listen, first of all, I'm scared.
You said what things to work on. Like, wait a minute, how are you broken? You got this Benz out here. Like, where's your Benz at?
I'm scared. Listen, Rita said, "Is this similar to bipolar disorder?"
The grandiose ideation is a trait of a bipolar disorder, but no, it's not similar to a bipolar disorder.
Okay. And you guys, please feel free to ask whatever questions. We're coming to the last 10 minutes. I only have a few more questions. So if you guys have questions, put them in the chat. I will put them up there and we will do our best to answer. Dr. Ramadi, which we already talked about her, she's a clinical psychologist, and she also has the podcast Navigating Narcissism. She said that narcissists do not have friends; they have enablers. Mm-hmm. Isn't that true?
That's true. They don't have friends. But most people who are diagnosed with NPD, they are loners. They are people who, because other friends see how they are, and then, or they see that those friends are jealous of them because they want what I got, or, or if I do this, oh, they're not praising me enough, or oh, they're haters and stuff like that. So they typically are by themselves, and typically people don't want to be around them because of their behaviors and stuff like that. And so that's why their relationships are short. They'll always typically be single, or if they are in a relationship, it's very short. They are, and the people that do have around, they're like their followers. They're enabling them. These are people that hype them up. So these are the people they're going to want to be around. A person that basically everything they say, they just listen to everything they say and agree with them.
So yes, man's a whole bunch of yes people around them.
Yep.
Yeah, no because and it almost seems like, these guys are like the life of the party. So like I could see, and that was what they were saying, like how they draw people in is that they have this very huge personality, and they're fun, and they're lavish, and these aren't like people who you kind of like, right? You kind of, there can be a little jerky sometimes, but I mean, let's be honest. They're the life of the party. Most people want to kind of be around that sort of energy at times, and that's how they suck people in. Yes. But it's a trap. It's a very short-lived trap.
And that's why you'll see them with different people, different months, different seasons, different.
Yeah,
it's a trap.
Somebody said only 10 minutes. This was good. We need part 2. I know this is so good.
It's so much to this. It's
so much. Listen, also, guys, very, very quickly, please like and share this video. Even if you don't like it, fine, I can live with that. But I need you to share this video. I told y'all earlier, y'all be super stingy with us, and we don't like that. Like, you gotta share us to the world. Share this conversation, even if you feel like for some reason it doesn't resonate with you. Everyone knows a narcissist, by the way. If you go to the grocery store, they're there, okay? So please share this video so we can start like getting this out to the world, so people can really start identifying with is this my mom? Is this my cousin? Like, is this somebody I've been hanging out with? Do I need to leave this romantic relationship? Because it's, at the end of the day, it's going to drain you. It's going to kill your self-worth. Your confidence is about to be trashed. Life is too short for that. So I really need you guys to share this and honestly take notes. I'll send some other notes out, but this information is way too important to take lightly.
But just
so go ahead. No, go ahead. No, go. Girl. No, you go, girl.
I was gonna say, and then you made me forget what I was gonna
say. You see our fight? Look, no, you go, girl. Listen, we try not to be narcissists. We know you go, girl. Let me know you go. So listen, it takes two to tango, right? And I often say that it's you can't just blame things on one person. And so, yes, this person may be a narcissist, but you were attracted to that for some reason. So we got to talk about the people who choose to stay in these relationships or choose to continue when you've seen the flags up front, but you chose to ignore them. What about those? Can we hold those people accountable? Accountable us, right? Let's just be sure we've all dated some narcissists at times or had friendships or whatever. What sort of liability do we have?
We play a part in it.
Okay.
We play a part in it. I think a lot of times it's because we want to help that person. We think that person can change. A lot of times we don't know that they, a lot of people don't know what, NPD is, so they're thinking like, okay, they thinking that what I can do, I can help you, and that whole helping someone, or at the time that person, because they already broke down their self-esteem, you can have somebody that's really have strong, like high self-esteem on their stuff, feel great about themselves, in a good headspace, spiritually, everything is all aligning. Get with someone NPD, that drops all the way down. And so they feel worthless. So they feel like this is the only person that's going to love me like this. Let me try to do whatever I can, like I said earlier, to make this work. When really there's nothing that you can do. They are not going to change. Anyone dealing with anybody that you think has NPD, they will not change. They will not. This is who they are. Now, you can go to therapy. Therapy is one thing that you can do. However, they have to realize that something is wrong. They have to go. And then even with therapy, it's lifelong. They're not going to be more sympathetic with you. They're not going to do that. If anything, they're going to try their best. But inside, just know they're cringing because they want to say something mean. They want to say something bad. They don't want to they don't like emotion. They don't care about your emotion, but they have to show it because I gotta they cringe.
Yeah.
Therapy is the first thing that you need to do. But then 2, you can go the medication route as well. And the medication is not a set pill that can help with NPD. It's not. It just helps with like the behaviors, the aggression that some have, the anxiety. A lot of people who have NPD, they have depression too. So you might put them on an antidepressant or something like that. But the biggest thing is therapy, trying to be sympathetic, have that empathy, trying not to be so controlling, trying to get deep down to the core of why you're doing what you're doing. But even then, it's a battle. It's a constant work for a person who has NPD to go through therapy. Now, there are people who have NPD that are married. Yeah. And they do go through therapy. It's a struggle for the wife, but the wife, understands, just know. And I think Dr. Ramadi, I think she even said, just be prepared to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Because you're always going to be uncomfortable with somebody with NPD. You can love them. Don't get me wrong. Like, there's family members. I'm pretty sure our aunties, uncles, you love them the same. But if you're in this relationship with them, just know it's going to be a battle for you too.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So we do take a part in that. Just know they're never going to change.
Have you ever dated a narcissist?
Ooh,
and, if you had, what you say? We ain't got time, sis.
We don't even got time. I don't know. I might get sued or something. I don't know. We ain't
gotta say no names.
I'm gonna have to tweak it just to that.
No. So here's my question: if you've ever dated, so what was the biggest lesson that you learned from dating that person?
It's not me. It's not me. It's them. It's not me. There's nothing that I did wrong. I'm not crazy. I know that it's them, and I know that they will never change, and I cannot argue with them. They will never apologize to me, ever. So why even confront?
Wow. Cherish. You done did it again. You done did it again, man. Listen, our time is up.
It can't be.
God.
It is.
Our time is up. Final question, and this is not only for you, this is also for our members. So I see y'all in the chat, so don't be trying to act. I need this. It's 15 people watching right now, so I need y'all to write in the chat. My final question is, tell me one thing, and it can't be whatever you said last time, because I'm gonna go back and watch the last video. Tell me one thing that you absolutely love about yourself.
It's a lot of things. My motivation to help others. My drive to help others. I didn't say that last time, I don't think.
I don't know. I'm gonna go back and check and see though.
My motivation, my drive to help others.
Yeah, I love that too. This is why we collaborate so well together. Yes. Thank you. Everyone that is on here, let us know one thing you absolutely love about yourself. I'm gonna be going back and check though, because a lot of y'all are frequent dope members in here, and so y'all better be saying the same thing. We too dope, okay? We have a lot of things we should love about ourselves. So we have absolutely loved my determination. Let's keep dropping them. But until then, where can people find you, Cherish? If they want to work with you, if they maybe just have more questions about this conversation, where can people find you?
I'm on Facebook, Cherish Torrence on Facebook, and Instagram. It's just Cherish Torrence.
Okay.
Torrence is spelled Torrence. Cherish is Cherish.
Yeah, and I'll put our information on here too. Thank you guys so much.
We definitely need part 2 to this. We got a couple seconds. We need part 2.
We can do part 2.
I think the audience would like a part 2.
Audience like part 2. Okay, we have to do it, man. Listen, this was so heavy because I feel like I'm gonna be here. Like, hold on, you a narcissist? I got some people close to me that I gotta start reevaluating some things because it's draining. Thank you guys so much. Your mom's out here. Hey, mom.
I'm a mother, oh Lord Jesus. Hey, mom.
She out here. Hi, guys. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank you for giving me an hour of your time on Sunday. I know the playoffs are going on right now, but Cherish, we don't care because the Packers not in there, so boo-hoo, whatever.
I'm waiting on the Monday game so the Buccaneers can beat Dallas. I know you're in Texas, but I got on my timeline. There's a lot of Dallas fans.
Baby, I am a Packers fan, baby, born and raised in Milwaukee. You already know. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys. Thank you for. This was our first conversation this year. I've been anticipating this. I feel so comfortable. I feel like this conversation was so much healing. If you guys have any further questions, inbox me, email me. You already know where to find me, or reach out to Cherish. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Cherish, thank you for your time.
Thank you as always.
Yeah. Okay. We'll talk soon. Good night, everyone.